Okay, so what if tiny digital helpers were just constantly scouring the internet?
Yeah.
Not looking for, the latest memes, but actually working to snag you the absolute best deals automatically to, like, boost your bank account.
Sounds a bit sci-fi, doesn't it? But it's becoming real.
It really is. Welcome to the world of AI-powered tools designed to save you money, pretty much effortlessly.
And it really signals a big shift from how we used to think about saving money, right?
Totally.
The days of actually hunting for paper coupons or battling those Black Friday crowds, that might start feeling pretty old school soon, thanks to this automation.
Exactly. And for this deep dive, we've looked at this really interesting article that walks us through how these AI money-saving bots and extensions actually work. So our mission today is, well, pretty simple, really. We want to explore how you, our listener, can use these smart assistants.
Yeah, use them to save your valuable time and your hard-earned cash.
Right, even if you think algorithm is just a fancy type of dance move, no tech genius required here.
Okay, so let's maybe get into some specific examples, the ones mentioned in our source.
Good idea.
Many folks listening probably know tools like Honey, right? It tries coupon codes at checkout.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty common.
Or maybe CamelCamelCamel, which mostly tracks Amazon price history, and SlickDeals alerts for general deal notifications.
Right, those are kind of the reliable veterans in the savings game, you could say.
But the article we read really focuses on this newer generation, the AI-driven tools that just take it up a notch.
Okay, like what?
We're talking browser extensions, intelligent bots, things like Kappa.esh, Klarna's got an AI assistant now too, and even personalized scripts people are building with things like ChatGPT.
Wow, okay, so what makes these AI ones different? What do they actually do?
Well, what's really quite remarkable is how sophisticated they are. They don't just sit there and wait for a price to drop. They actively analyze historical price data, look at demand trends, and try to actually predict potential price drops across loads of different online stores.
Predict them, seriously.
Yeah. And the killer feature, really, is getting those instant notifications. The moment that thing you've been eyeing up finally drops in price, boom, you know about it.
Okay, that is useful. And it gets even cooler, right?
Uh-huh.
The article mentioned some more advanced stuff.
It does. It talks about how some, more tech-forward people are creating their own custom ChatGPT bots.
Right.
Or using tools like Zapier. That's the one that helps different web services talk to each other automatically.
Okay, and what are they doing with those?
They're using them to really, supercharge their savings, setting up alerts for really specific keywords, maybe for a certain product model or feature.
Oh, okay.
Or even automating the purchase when an item hits their target price.
Whoa. So it buys it for you?
Potentially, yeah. It's basically like having your own dedicated personal shopper working 24/7. And it doesn't cost you anything extra.
That's pretty wild. And this isn't just for, buying clothes or gadgets, is it?
No, not at all. Our source gives some great examples beyond typical shopping. Think about tracking flight prices.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Right, finding and booking flights at the absolute rock-bottom cheapest times, or keeping an eye on Airbnb prices, hoping for a discount to pop up.
That makes sense. And digital stuff, too.
Absolutely. The article specifically mentions getting alerts for sales on digital products. So software you need, maybe online courses, things like that.
Okay, so this can actually add up. The article had an anecdote, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Someone saved over $1,400 in just 1 year.
Wow.
Just by automating these kinds of processes, that's, real money staying in your pocket.
$1,400 is definitely not small change.
And then there was that other, maybe more advanced example, using a script to automatically buy and then resell graphics cards, GPUs.
Right, GPUs. That sounds a bit more involved.
It is more technical, for sure. But it really highlights the potential, not just for saving money, but maybe even making money through smart automation.
Okay, but let's bring it back. If someone listening is thinking, whoa, this sounds complicated, I'm not a coder.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But the article actually makes it clear that setting most of these up is generally quite easy, really straightforward.
So how easy are we talking?
We're mostly talking about installing, user-friendly browser extensions or downloading mobile apps.
Okay.
Usually it's just a simple sign-in, maybe telling it what kind of things you want it to track, and your preferences, and then you just let the AI do the heavy lifting.
So no tech skills, no code. Just smart clicks, basically.
Yeah, that's the message. No tech skills, no code, just smart clicks.
Which brings us to, the bigger picture here, doesn't it? What's the main shift happening?
I think it's moving from actively chasing deals Yeah, spending your time searching to a more passive system. You set up the bots, they work in the background.
Right, freeing up your time.
Yeah,
And your mental energy, probably.
precisely.
So the core takeaway here is really about automation stepping into our personal finances, specifically designed to help us keep more of the money we earn.
And it's not just for tech experts anymore. That's key. AI for saving is becoming something for pretty much anyone who wants to be a savvy saver without spending hours searching.
A savvy saver, I like that.
And it really makes you think, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, instead of spending, say, half an hour hunting for that elusive discount code, what could you do with that time if you just let the AI handle it?
That's a good point.
You know, how might this kind of hands-off passive saving actually change your financial habits overall down the road?
Yeah. Something interesting to chew on for sure. What else could you automate? What could you do with that save time and maybe even save money? Lots to think about.